What up, nigga?
They don't like this one.
I know. Bori's campaign, let me tell you what we got. You should mind your business, we gon' take it to the sky. This for all the haters who just wanna see us rock. Shout out to my close fan who left us out the drop. Do it for the babies, I don't wanna see them cry. Did it for my niggas, best believe I see you try. Betrayed by everybody, feeding you these lies. Sick of all this dumb shit, we ain't gon' let it fly.
Yo, hey yo, wake up in the morning, still grinding like a dog. They said they want the smoke, but it choking on the fog. I think I'm seeing things, it's probably a mirage. I was starving for some light, had to turn into a slob. I'm married to the game, a slave to the job. Guess it's me peeing streets when they place us on the cross. They say they holding heat, but it's skipping out of Dodge. I'm a God fighting God, I live in proof miracle. Hard-headed nigga, cause I hate to be predictable. Low profile, cause my character's mystical. 007 when you see me with the things I shoot. Smoking like a motherfucker, a Puerto Rican sloop. Said I wasn't shit, but now I see you doing what I do. Just like the galaxy, I'm unforgettable. I told them from the get, man, I'm incredible. You better know I'm coming when I take a step or two. A Dr. Jekyll, when I'm searching for my revenue. Life is getting better, but I get to pick and choose. The grind is never sweet, it's less difficult. I'm acting like a god, so I sound a little spiritual. Living on the edge, cause my back got a parachute. Just like Curry in the game, I'ma have to shoot. Bitch gave me hair, but I almost broke a clavicle. See me in the streets, walk away is what you rather do. Chips on my soldier, so I'ma have to gamble too. I hit the nail, boy, just like those hammers do. A human to the rest, I feel more animal. Eat motherfuckers up, they think that I'm a animal. Just like Will Smith, I'ma really slap you. Your bitch on my dick, her mouth is like a vacuum. Spitting out the stove, so now they're shooting in the bathroom.
Welcome to the X, the God resurrect. Had to move the rock and sacrifice my flesh. We Bori to the death, black and we Latin and we rep. Nigga, we was built our whole life in a test. Some gon' make it and some gon' get left. Runners on bases with a batter on deck. I don't care who you came with, we acted more or less. My niggas came to face it, pull a ratchet on death. Send you wear gargles, army gear gargles. Stop us, you can try though. I'm running with my pride, you could die with your pride though. You niggas had your turn, pussy it's my go. Grateful for the years, need a couple mil for every time I drop a tear. Running to the land with the ship, I'ma steer. Tap your glass, cheers. Came a long way from what happened last year. What they gon' say, we winning back-to-back years. The Bodies keep it fly, nigga, back-to-back lids. You rapping cats weird, I don't wanna link, keep your faggot ass there. Banana strap near, go rat-a-tat-flare. We don't want smoke, but matter of fact, yeah. Ain't shit a joke, we ain't laughing, that's clear. Yeah. Yeah. Campaign, nigga.
Sleeping with the lotus, and you ain't even notice. She's the type to suck you off and record it. Spend your money and you know it. Sleeping with the lotus, you sleeping with the lotus, and you ain't even notice. She's the type to suck you off and record it. She's the type to get you high like a chorus. Find you in a body bag in the forest. Make a movie with you, then she loaded. She got you making dirty moves with a motive. Watching for your moves for the moment. Cold bitch leave you dead in the toilet. Coming through in the black in the foreign. Hope you make a move, bullets will be pouring. Yeah. Smoking on my weed, sorry. Snake trying to snake poison. They sleeping with the lotus, and you ain't even notice.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Perspectives. Well, I guess the interview series, but this one's also a collab feature that has the get together. I think Flacco Bayo, my co-host. My name is Holden Stefanroy. And
Lenny bro, Flacco, work. What the fuck is
yeah,
even
sorry,
happening?
I got wild distracted because I forgot to
You're
mute the
horrible.
YouTube.
What
It
is
was
this?
horrible.
This
I
isn't
forgot
a
to mute
slam
the
dunk.
YouTube. I was hearing
This
stuff
isn't even
coming
a finger
through.
roll. This
This
is
is what
nothing
happens
good. This is like a.
when it's been a
This is
while.
like a fucking.
Now we're
This
back.
is like you got your shit fucking rocked. Now look at this. Look at this interview. Look at what happened.
Now we're back
Horrible.
in
This
it
is how you
though.
treat the Bodie boys.
No, the Buddy Boys are
All
wonderful.
right,
Fucking
we love
guy.
y'all
Have some
guys.
fucking respect, bro.
Comedic
Get
levity.
your shit together. Yo, this is Perspectives, a special edition, Perspectives X, the Get Together, which is an event production company that I am a co-founder in, and it's interviewing Bori Boys, which are a duo from the Bronx that will be performing at the Boricua Bash on Friday, June 6th at Sugar Mouse at 8 p.m. The Bori Boys will be performing in the building. So if you're tuned into this, you're probably tuned in because you're in touch and you know what the fuck it is. And so now we're going to interview Bori Boys.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, welcome so much to the stream.
Why don't you guys introduce yourself?
Okay, I'll start. Right. Okay, my name is Jay Crooks from the Bronx. I'm here with you guys doing a great interview. It's my first one, so I'm a virgin to this. Popping my cherry, and then I got my man here, Pax, and we riding out here. And I'll let y'all do the rest.
Y'all know me as Pax. Y'all probably don't know me, but it's Pax Bori from the Bronx. You already know what's up. Liddy bro. Huh?
Word. Big facts.
Now I got a question to start us off for all the people out there that don't know, because a quick reminder to all the New Yorkers, a lot of us out there don't know. And so when
They
you're
don't
like,
know
what I
me.
mean? No, I don't know. So when Flacco said Buddy Boys, with his accent and stuff, I didn't even realize it was an R at first. Like, I've never heard this word in my entire life. So I think an apt opening question might be, can you explain what a buddy is? I'm sorry, Flacco. You can what me all you want, but why?
Hold on.
Who said that?
Wait.
I don't know.
I feel like such a failure. Like, I don't even know how this happens. How do you run around with a fucking Puerto Rican co-host for 5 fucking years and you don't know what a fucking body is? What?
I never heard the word.
I have failed you as your resident body. I have failed you. I thought taking you to Puerto Rico you'd learn, but apparently not. Next time I'm gonna take you to Puerto Rico and drown you in the beach. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. Nah, look, Crook. Holden is from Canada. So he don't really know that, you know what I'm saying, that lingo.
I mean,
slang.
I get
that's
you.
probably why he's a little lost by it. But if you want, go ahead, you explain it.
You want to explain to him? I mean, Bori is like a memory, more like an abbreviation for Boricua. Boricua is really mostly that. It's really what the island is, prideful island. That's what really Boricua means.
Yeah, island wasn't called Puerto Rico.
No, it wasn't. But usually this is terminology used now, and so we identify ourselves as Puerto Rico. But usually that was what we were called, Boricuans. So we Puerto Rican, and we just felt like, well, this is the right vibe. We kind of, it's authentic as it is. So it's like, we're not fronting, it's not lying. And so I don't know, it just came natural. Saying it was a flow. So in Spanish it's el flow. So
my mom asked me too, what are we saying? And I'm like, Ma, you Puerto Rican, what you talking about? And I'm like, yo, we saying we Bori Boys. And she was like, oh, so I could get your confusion, bro. I really could, especially you being from Canada.
But also, it's just for all the people that don't know, somebody has to ask the obvious questions, because somebody needs to cite something when they put on your little Genius, the breakdowns of stuff, you gotta,
definitely.
The best thing you could put is the flag. So if you put, we try to put the flag on every caption. We put Bori Boys and we put the flag. So
most people would understand what it is.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but for those that don't, now they know.
Yeah.
Facts. Factual. Word. So why don't you guys tell us where it is that you come from and how it is that y'all linked up?
Go ahead, Crook.
Really?
Yeah,
You wanna
go
go for
ahead.
that? All right. Well, what was the
I'll
first
say
question?
my
Repeat
I'll
that
say my
again.
side
The first
too, but go
one, the
ahead.
first one is where are you guys from?
Oh, both of us, or just
Nah,
individually?
we gonna answer individually. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so if individually,
Talk your
yeah,
truth, nigga.
individually, I was born in Puerto Rico, but I was raised in the Bronx, in between Fort Worth and Grand Cruz. So I was, I did my thing out there. I met Jose through one of his friends because he was one of his friends. I'm his friend's sister's husband.
So
But
look,
when we linked
my
up
fault.
by
Hold
then,
on. Let me
go
cut you off
ahead.
real
But
quick.
he could cut it up and elaborate it better.
No. So dude that be in the videos with us, Streets with the beard,
Mm-hmm.
that's his
I don't,
brother-in-law.
but I mean, I do, but like Holden said, let's explain it to people like they don't, right?
All right, yeah.
So, well, the person that we're talking about is
That's my
somebody
man
who's
Streets. That's his
his
brother-in-law.
street is prominently featured in every music video
He be
that
all over,
you will
yeah.
see of the Bori Boys. So every
Yes.
music video that they've put out so far that I've seen, Streets has been in it, and it looks as if though he's a third member, but he's like,
He's kind of
hold on,
is.
hold on.
Let's lock on that. Let
Let me work. Let me work.
Go ahead, cook.
He is to the Bori Boys as Spig Nice was to the Lost Boys, which is to say he was in every music video and he didn't actually do anything that people knew of. So people will be like, "Who is this guy, Spig Nice?
Right.
Why is he in the group?" Like I hear Mr. Cheeks, and then I see Freaky Ty doing the ad libs, and then I know Pretty Lou is the DJ. So what is this Spig Nice dude? What is he doing in the group?
He's one of those.
It's just
It's
exactly
one of
that.
those situations.
You know what it is? It's
Situations.
niggas just
People
gang.
just
He just
right.
gang. Straight
gang.
up.
But definitely one of the group members, right? I'm pretty sure that
Yeah,
he has a say.
So,
he has a say in everything that happens with the group. He has opinions and ideas that you guys enact and do, and that's because he's a part of the group.
He picked the track list, so yeah.
At one time, Paulie Hustle, right? People would ask the same thing, right? Like people didn't hear him on any of the tracks, so it was like, what is he doing in Litty Bros? And for album 1 and 2, he wasn't doing anything lyrically or musically on the album, but he was doing exactly this, right? Like picking what goes on the album, what doesn't go on the album, picking the look of certain things, picking the logo, picking things and dictating the wave that things should be going in. And that's an important member of the group.
Sure. Fact. It's like the creative director of like any project. Like it's maybe not the hands-on artist, but somebody has to have the experience to tell the artists when they're being too much like artists.
Yes, for sure. So like
Streets is also the third member.
Pretty much.
Yeah, we could pretty much call him that. So I met him. That's my best friend to this day. You know what I'm saying?
And he is your brother-in-law?
His brother-in-law, yeah.
Word.
So you could say this is like a family circle.
Nah, that's beautiful.
Well, you go ahead, finish. I just wanted to let him know who Streets was.
I mean, I don't know.
Like that.
I mean, I won't. And how we met is through there, pretty much, is through that connection. And then I guess one day, you know, I was times so hard. I lived in the streets, so it was like crumb snatching anything I could get. And so
lived outside for real, like outside on the bench type.
Yeah, that's what it was. Pretty much. And so one day I asked him to go watch an NBA game in the finals, and then here we are. History's here, man. Like amazing. It was
Iverson versus Kobe.
So this is a long time ago, but this is I guess friendship with history, man.
Yeah,
word.
And we done lived together all those years. Like back then, we lived together. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we rap.
That's my bro. Yeah, like
And one of our dreams was always to like, yo, do music,
So
man.
like
Like we
you
rap.
you guys were like rapping since like way back when you linked up, or
Yeah.
like the
I
whole
mean,
like
yeah.
20 something years.
I can
I ain't gonna
almost
lie,
say.
probably like a year in or something like
Right.
that. Probably like a year in knowing him, we just started rap. I mean, I always did it, but I wasn't
Right.
serious. He started doing it and we was like, all right, whatever. We just always did it
Right.
We
Right.
for
never, but yeah,
all
just
those years. All those
yeah.
years.
But we
Never
went
really
our
put music out, none of that.
nah. We just went our separate ways because he did the battle thing. I still try to do my music thing, but differently. And we had time to mature, and marinate. And so now getting together, we feel like we seasoned. I understand the whole, stigma about unk music, if they want to say it in that term. But we cool with it. We kind of ride with it because we understand music is music no matter what, and we believe that we got that skill too. So we got to show that too. So that's how we feel. I don't know. I think Push would agree on that.
Yeah, this isn't like some new shit. Like this is built up chemistry. This is fucking sharing cheesesteaks and fucking smoking nickel bags and splitting. This is shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sharing a beer. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like, yeah, we go back, bro. Dead ass.
I will just throw in quick. Having not met you before this call, I had no idea how old you were, and I did not picture unk music when I heard you singing and all that. You just came in nice, like if I had no idea, I would have just believed you were another young guy.
We appreciate that though, but that's the whole thing. Like, we
Yeah, that's
going
just
we
one of
going into
those.
music like that.
That's
We're
one
not
of those
boxing
like
ourselves either.
nah.
No,
That's just one of those New York things that you hear a lot. But like that's if you in the streets a lot, which means you're fucking in touch with like youth culture and what like young people are saying, and young people
For
in New York
sure.
talk like that. But like the rest of the world don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
and New York kids don't run the world. Luckily,
no, not
Absolutely
yet,
not.
not
you
yet,
know what I
not yet,
mean?
not yet. But
Nah, I mean, yeah, definitely not.
That's
Definitely not
dope.
no nothing.
I don't think
It's
about
just
that though.
artists.
Like that shit don't cross my mind. I'm like, yo, Unk rap better than you, nigga. Unk make
Right,
songs better than you.
I mean, to
right.
some
Unk
extent,
do it
yeah, I
better
do
than you.
agree to some extent. Yeah, I mean, we come from a golden era where we had to elaborate our words,
Nah,
and
Crump.
now,
You get one of these little niggas and put them in a radio station with one of us, they gonna fucking fold, bro.
wow. Well,
They
I'm
gonna
not. I'm
fold,
not.
bro. And I'm not saying this because I'm nice like that, or none of that. But
No,
they
yeah.
don't
Listen,
rap. And it's okay. You don't gotta rap.
no,
But
I mean, they
you know what I'm
they
saying?
don't all rap,
Don't
but there's
talk the
some
Unk
few.
shit though.
There's some few that I'll give them some credit. I think they got
Nah,
some
there's a
things.
lot of nice young niggas, but
I just don't believe they have the
it be
skill
the
to make
ones
songs.
it be the ones that can't really rap or spit or give you 100 bars or go on sway or flex. It be those niggas that can't do that
Yeah,
will say the unk shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Well,
But shout
I
out to
just
them
saying
too.
it. Yeah, definitely. I'm just saying it because I understand too. Like once they see the facials, the face, and
Oh
they
yeah,
see
yeah,
they,
yeah. I feel that.
it's
Yeah,
different because it's different. Like you, like he said. Once you hear it through you only hearing it, you just think it's about young guys. And then when
yeah.
we go, you see it in our face, they're like, "Well, they're
You
not
see
as young
unk.
as
Yeah, you see unk. You see
they."
unk. Yeah,
Which I have no problem doing. I'm not hiding this, Like I know it's not
yeah,
fuck
yeah.
it, but
I'm cool on it.
I love
Nah,
music.
I think it matters less too these days, though. I mean, as much as
Yeah,
people might say unk shit and to make fun of it, like, I mean, sometimes people of a males of a certain age are old sounding when they do share their opinions too, and it's a very valid thing. But that has nothing to do with people's appreciation of music. Like the most random shit is loved by all the youngsters. The way Gen Z and them are consuming music, honestly, if they like your music, they don't really care what you look like. They don't really
Yeah,
care how
I
old you
agree.
are.
That's a
And
fact.
it's
Yeah,
honestly like a bit of, it's only the old guys who seem to really be caught up on this shit in my experiences with it. I mean, maybe not everyone's trying to turn up with all the 40-year-old men and shit, but like they do appreciate our music when it slaps.
yeah, I feel you. They're like, yo, let's go rock the shit. I feel it, but we
Nah,
do
they
some
fuck
music.
with
I
it.
think, yeah, we do music that's we try to keep our genre like a wave, up and down. Some slow, some fast, some in between. So That's just
Some
that's how we do it, you know.
some bars, some singing,
It's
shit like
how,
that.
yeah,
Harmonizing, whatever.
you know. So you know, I do appreciate you y'all liking our music too. So you know, it's all love, man.
I mean, y'all. I mean, y'all sampled Evanescence and used that shit, and that made me really,
Word.
really fucking happy.
When you
Hey.
text me
Yeah.
that, I was like, I know I don't know Evanescence because I
I
don't know
heard
what the
of
fuck
them.
he's talking about.
That's
You know
like
what I
that was a
mean? Like
group, right? Wasn't that a
I
group?
didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was. I
That's on the
know
it's
that
Bori's
it's a
intro.
it's
like
yeah, it's
they're like
The
a
intro.
goth. They're like a goth group or
yeah,
something like that,
Yeah.
something like
or
that.
like yeah,
Emo,
something like
very
that.
emo.
But emo goth or something like that was their genre.
Yeah.
The point is, I know I've heard of them. I heard a song from them, but I don't know their fucking catalog. So when he texts me, he's like, they sample Evanescence. I'm like, well, I can't tell you which track you're talking about
I knew you
because
would.
I don't know what the fuck Evanescence music sounds like to know which
I'm
tracks
like,
of
they got
these they
Amy Lee
sampled
baked into the
Evanescence
intro.
in. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, I really don't. I listened to the whole thing front to back, and I'm like,
When I heard
first
that
off,
beat, man, whew,
Yeah,
two
Crook picked.
things.
I sent Crook a bunch of beats. He made sure, yo. He said this is the one. So
Us.
Word.
yeah,
I mean,
Word. Two
as
things.
far as
it was fire, man.
I'm going into it expecting to hear samples, right? Because for anybody who doesn't follow Bori Boys, right? They had a video of a track that they sampled LL Cool J, I believe, right? Was
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna knock you out, right?
Mama
It
gonna knock
was
you
facts.
out.
Yes, exactly.
and
Yeah,
Yeah.
that track is like one of my favorite tracks from you guys. That's
fire.
like
Appreciate
had
that.
me hyped. And I think Jess and like other artists that I know said the same thing to me. Like, oh, that shit's fire. You know what I mean? So
Oh,
I'm looking at it like, oh shit. The album, one, I'm expecting that song to be on it. Two, I'm expecting because of that song, there to be like wild 90s hip hop samples on the project. And I
crazy.
didn't get either of those two
You
things. You know
know,
what I mean? I
instead,
didn't get either of those two things. And then I'm listening through this whole shit looking for that or this Evanescence sample that he's talking to me about. And I'm like, I don't hear it. I don't hear any of this shit. You know what I mean?
Jesus.
But I heard fire. You know what I mean?
it's
right.
super
And
fire.
the album was really good.
I'm
It's just it was not what I was expecting. I guess is what I'm saying, right? Like
I'm
those two
happy.
things.
I'm happy about that because that was the
Yeah,
plan.
work.
That was the plan.
You
Right.
Yeah, pretty
I
definitely.
much.
told Crook, look, they're not gonna expect none of this shit from us, bro. So
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
expect the reaction. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
So that's
it was
I'm happy
perfect,
about that.
and it's versatile. Each song sounds very unique. You know, like the singing comes in really cool. The bars are nice, but like each song is thematically an experience that almost like, you know, it gives you something more to listen to, and it's not just like, okay, here's a vibe that doesn't change or nothing. I really like the Lotus song. That shit
Yeah.
was really catchy.
Mm,
That shit was really
appreciate
nice.
I
that.
walked away sing. Like immediately going into the next track. I was going into it singing that hook. You know what I mean? So that shows that it's catchy.
all
Lotus.
right.
Oh,
I
You
mean,
know what I mean?
Yeah,
we
We didn't
appreciate
practice
that,
any of
man.
that, right? So like Holden saying that the Lotus stood out to him, and then me having had heard it and it standing out to me too. That means something. That means
that's
that's
a good
probably like
joint.
one of the standout
well,
tracks
Crook,
on there.
that answers our question on what video we got to do next, bro.
Yeah, we
And
were debating
Lotus
on
was
that.
one of the choices, so
Nah, it's
That might,
clever.
yeah,
that's some good feedback right there. Word.
Word.
appreciate
Yeah,
it. I
and
mean, this is the first time.
I like that you guys show emotion. You know, like it's not just like tough guy shit. Like Broken, I believe, is a good example of that. For those
Yeah, for
watching it
sure.
after who want to follow along, feel free to hit pause, go listen to the song, and everything will make sense. I know how it is when you're just podcasting, but you know it's worth it to hear the musical accoutrements in the future. But
Yes, sir.
beautiful like display of both skill, emotion, and versatility. It's a really nice project.
I
Appreciate it, man.
man.
We're not scared of that. And that's the thing too. Like, we can't be gangster all the time. We unk too.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, it's just something you can't just.
Having that.
I feel it just want to chill, like something to vibe to too. Like you could some of the music, I'm sure that you could play some of our songs in the club. Some
yeah,
of the
for
songs you
sure.
probably just want to pump in the car. Some of the
Mhm,
songs you just want to pump in your room by yourself, smoking a blunt. So it's like
sure.
I guess I feel like that's where we how we I get
Yeah, we
distributed the music out like that.
yeah. Yeah, we tried to touch everything as far as
So
this project goes.
yeah,
Speaking of this music and this project, why don't we like tell the people what it is that we're exactly talking about, right? Because
Yeah.
we're talking to you guys, we're giving you guys feedback on how much we enjoyed this project, right? But like this, and we discussed you guys being able to get paid off of the music, playing off of it at the beginning of the video on the whole, you know what I mean? Because it's like a countdown of when the live starts and
Yeah.
we're
yeah.
playing the music and in that beginning portion. So like why don't we tell the people what music it is that we're talking about, right? Like you guys
Yes,
as a
sir.
group, artistically, what it is that they could find you guys under, and then what's the name of this project that they're looking for, you know what I'm saying? And yeah.
So the project is, you see that right there, right? That's
Yep.
the project is coming out May 14th. It's called Bori's Campaign.
All right, May
Um,
14th. Don't forget that,
yeah.
everybody.
This is different. If you listen to any of our shit, this is not like Flacco say, you're not gonna expect what you hear. So enjoy this one. Y'all gonna like it.
We gonna bop your heads.
Word.
Nah, yeah.
And look, so if you want a preview of what we're talking about, go to my Instagram at Pax Bori. Pax Paxbori. A lot of those songs we spoke on are on there. They're not fully there because you
So
got to go listen to the album,
I know
but there's clips of it and some
I know
Do
teasers
your
this
for
is
y'all.
thing.
gonna
Do your thing.
I know this is gonna sound counterintuitive, but you gotta assume that the majority of people who are gonna watch this are gonna see it after the album is out already. So it's
Okay.
better to approach it from that perspective, so that way when they come back to it, it's already out. It's that we got a plug there, but it's better to like go a little bit deeper into like, let's start with like, you guys said you were just kind of doing music more as a hobby because you were linked up, you were just doing it, you were enjoying the experience of rapping. It's just what you did. Pax, you were doing the battles, etc. But at what point do you link together and go, yo, we're gonna make a project, like we're doing this thing is real enough that we have to
Right.
pursue something more serious? So I think if we bring it back there and go through the story of it a bit, we'll be able to talk about it in a way that doesn't necessarily reveal too much.
Okay. So Crook hit me probably sometime last year around this time. Probably like, yeah, around this time, sometime last year. And he's like, yo, I gotta holler at you about something. I'm like, all right, whatever. I didn't get to speak to him. Probably like 2 weeks later, he hit me again. He's like, yo, link me. I want to go to the studio. And I'm like, okay. So I met up with him. We had a chat. It got emotional. I won't say what we spoke on, but it was a real talk, man-to-man talk. And we've been rocking ever since that talk, bro. We just had that talk and that was the talk, bro. And if y'all know what I'm talking about, when you pull your man to the side or your brother and you let him know, yo, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So we had that chat and we just started making music, bro. And we didn't stop. And we're here now.
Right.
We never planned an album probably until like more than half, like 3/4 of the way through, probably like 3 months ago. We thought about an album. You know what I'm saying? So we was just making music for sport,
Right.
just because it relieved us some type of way. So
I agree. So yeah, the same. Everything you said, I agree with. I mean, it's just that I guess for me, for now after that conversation, it was like it's a go. I'm like I gotta shoot this arrow and I ain't looking back. So
one
every
day we'll tell y'all the conversation, but Right now, that's just, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
Just,
one day when we're in
yeah.
a bigger studio and we face to
Yeah. You
face and
guys,
doing
you
our
guys
shit
will know
together,
what
then
happened, but
When we
but
in
then
person, when we're able
well,
to do this in person somewhere in a much nicer situation. I hear you.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Exactly. Word.
but as far as you can see, nonstop and it's produced some stuff. And some of the we did a lot of songs that most people won't even bother with. But the more we went to the studio, we started realizing, man, we're getting a little better. We should structure this, we should do that, we should do this. And then again, the songs got better. It's like, oh well, this could be groovy, like, oh shit, like we kind of almost surprised ourselves almost to say, yo, it's not that bad. We should just fucking go hard, and here we are. So I guess it did something, right? So
Right.
as you can see.
Yeah, no. So
Yeah,
like,
no, I mean, listen, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like, my opinion isn't more special than anybody else's, but like, I'm the fucking man, you know what I mean? And my opinion is more special than everybody's, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Talk
And
that shit.
and the fucking Bori boys are fucking dope. And
Yes,
I
sir.
said that
Appreciate
Salute.
shit.
that.
And
Thank
and
you.
I know that while people hear me say some shit and be like, I'm gonna pay attention. Dutch said it. This nigga Dutch
Appreciate that, bro. You
got
already
good
know.
taste in shit. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
tell people this is what I'm fucking with, and they be like, "Yo, I'm fucking with that shit too now."
Nah,
You know what
that's
I'm
a fact.
saying?
I've
I
seen
And
feel that.
it.
Feel that.
and I say Bodie Boys is wildfire, and like I bump what there's a EP that you guys already had out that I've been bumping, and when this shit comes out, when the album again, which is called what's the name of the album again? One more time.
All
The
these
Bodhi's campaign.
campaign.
Bodie's campaign. You know what I mean?
Yes,
When
sir.
Bodie's campaign comes out, I'm gonna add that album to the playlist. You know what I'm
My
Yes,
saying?
nigga.
sir. Yes,
My
And
sir.
nigga.
I'm gonna be playing that shit like crazy. You know what I'm saying? And people around
Mhm.
me gonna be like, "What's that shit?" And I'm gonna be like, "Oh, you didn't know?"
Yes, sir.
Definitely, definitely.
Yes, sir.
no,
Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
hold on.
definitely. So yeah, we have our regular watcher Lindell Williams in the chat, and he's at every one of them. He was definitely there when we talked to Pax last time, for sure. And
Word.
he's got his classic question that he wants to always know the answer to, and usually we don't let him ask it right away, but this time it just felt perfect. Given we're talking about your album and everything, who are some of the people who have been a big influence to you? And it doesn't necessarily have to be rappers. It's just people who inspired you and
Right.
have helped craft what you're trying to do with your music.
You're gonna have
Yeah.
to.
I mean, I'm gonna be real. These days, it's guys like Flacco, guys like Crook, people that are close to me. I got a homie named Lord Prezi, dope ass rapper. He's well known in the underground circuit. Guys that pour into me, people that pour into me, or my family, people who supports it. That's my inspiration because who else I'm gonna do it for, bro? It's only but so much you could do it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So when other people's like, yo, yeah, I like that. That's,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Those are my influences these days, today. You know what I'm saying?
What about back in the
Yeah,
day, growing
yeah,
up?
like
Yeah,
Back in the
both
day,
perspectives. You know what I mean?
back in the day is more like
What started you rapping in the first place? Type.
your heroes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The big so when I started rapping, I was Biggie and I was listening to fucking I'll Be Missing You. That's when I really got into hip hop, and I would remake
Word. I'll be
remake
missing
those
you. This
songs and shit.
particular era. That's not even
Um,
right. Like that's what by saying I'll be missing you, you're saying that like you really got into it exactly when Biggie died. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because
yeah,
that's a song that was as an ode to Biggie, but
yes,
that was quite a
and
fucking
yeah,
song. You know what I mean?
you're on point
Real
because
music.
it was that and the Bone Thugs and Biggie shit. So shit like that.
Word.
Um, as I got a little older, Jada Kiss, Beanie Siegel, Jay Z. Respect to Nas, but I'm not huge on Nas. Um, I'm not really a pen guy too. I like punchlines, Styles P, shit like that. Cameron, a little bit of Fab, you know, Lloyd
Word.
Banks, 50 Cent, shit like that. Those kind of guys. I ain't really look up to nobody like close to me when I was young, to be honest with you.
Word.
As far as like making music, I never got influenced by really anybody. Maybe my older brother, rest in peace, but that's really it.
That's interesting.
What about you, Crook?
I would agree with everything you said, but one thing, as a younger kid, I grew up like the same way. I grew up I saw Biggie. Like I was, he was alive when I got influenced. But I was a big Noriega fan. Big. I was a Nas fan. I liked a lot from Bronx, but I liked it a lot of dudes from Queens for some reason. And so, I was influenced by their flow and their vibe. And so when we linked up too, we had, we was raw dog, bone off the chicken, like there was, but he had more skill. I would, as more, if you knew me back then, there was no influence. There was like, you get the fuck out of here. So to hear people now say, yo, that's groovy, it's like, wow, like there was a time when people was like, this dude is whack. You don't need to be on nothing, So,
Yeah,
and he
nah,
knows, and so he witnesses that. So I'm not
for
lying on
sure.
that part. But, things change, and now we linked, and yo, inspiration. The best thing I could say is that I love how we can inspire other people to be like, yo, that was nice, man. I can't get the thing off my head. And I
Yeah,
believe in that.
that's another thing, right? Like we've had pretty good rappers tell us like, yo, y'all got me going in the lab. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got me putting a pen to paper just because we doing what we doing. It's not like we spitting the fucking most heat you ever heard. It's just,
No,
you know what I'm
it's
saying? Niggas
groovy.
is actually doing that. So
Yeah. So yeah, it's fun,
you
man.
are spitting something that is very authentic sounding. I assume it's because you're spitting some real passion and feelings, but there is a lot of maybe emphasis on flow and skill out there, and energies and vibes. But it's rare to just find people who spit like really honest shit, like just
Oh,
across
I'll
the
get
board.
that.
And
for
so I
sure.
Yeah.
feel like when it gets to that level, maybe stylistically everyone has their preferences, but it's a lot easier, especially in the AI era we're in, to like just appreciate some authentic, skillful delivery. Like, don't get me wrong, it's still great music, but I think that extra element just kind of hits different and makes you want to be a little bit more honest with your shit, because it's really easy to get caught up in what we're supposed to do when music comes around. Even like the rules we make for ourselves and such, but then you just hear some really honest shit and you're like, well, what do I actually feel,
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you
for
go.
sure, for sure. That's a whole fact.
That's why one of our things we try to do is we never write together.
Yeah,
So
Really?
we
that's our
You
yeah,
don't
recipe.
write together.
No,
no.
no song. We haven't wrote one song together yet.
So
And
like
That's
y'all like
interesting.
pull up together and hear it for the first time in the studio, and they just
No.
yeah,
No.
now we do. Yeah. So
We
look,
do our lab work, but we do it. We'll just text to each other and be like, "Listen, this is the concept, yada yada. That's the beat. Do your thing. I'm gonna do my thing, and then whoever comes up, whoever be like, yo, I got the hook for it. Okay, or I'll be like, I got the hook. Just do your verse. This is the concept.
Word.
And once we're in the studio, we don't really want to waste time. Like
right.
time is money, right? So when we in there, we already understand too that this is the amount of hours we have. This is the amount of time that the engineer could record us and then work his magic too. So
mm,
it's pretty much business too. We also
we get to work. We get to work. We go in
yeah.
the booth. We get to it.
Right.
Like he said, we send each other the concepts and we write that shit. And I'm never worried. Like I'm never going in there like, yo, I hope this nigga. I'm never have that feeling ever going in there.
Right. Right.
So
But it's interesting because like you got the types of people who will like pull up in the studio, book their session for 6 hours and literally have nothing prepared and walk out with a project. I'm like, that's one
I,
whole
I've
way of
I've heard
coming
of
at it.
that.
Yes.
I'm like,
I've heard of that.
I mean,
most
technically speaking, that's what fucking Paulie Hustle did fucking for his solo. He just went in
Yeah.
there with like a bunch of beats that he liked and freestyled the whole fucking album, yo. And I
Fucking
was like,
insane.
that's
Hey,
insane,
listen,
bro. Like
I was
fucking 7 songs in one or 8 songs in one session, and then like 8 songs in another session, and then he did another like 5 songs in another session. That it was like, yo, okay, there goes an album's
Machine.
worth of shit. Like make me an album. And I was like, all right, you gave me more than enough material to work with. But nah, you know what I mean? There's all sorts of ways. Same way that there's all sorts of ways to skin a cat. There's all sorts of like. There's no such thing. I don't believe in a such thing as like a set of rules for making music. You know what I mean? Like even nowadays when like people are like, oh, TikTok, there's no song that should be more than 2 minutes. It's like, nah, I got you. I'm gonna give you some 2-minute songs, and then I'm gonna also give you some 12-minute songs. Suck my dick. I'm gonna do what the fuck I feel like. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like
Absolutely.
this is art. Art don't got no rules. You know what I mean? Like
I agree.
soon as you set some rules down, I'm gonna be like, oh word, let me break that rule. Like, word, we got
Nah, yeah,
rules.
nah, it's a
We got
fact.
rules. Nah,
That's
we don't got
that's
rules because I'm about to break the rules. You know, and
that's New York shit.
that's artist shit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, no,
That too,
there's
yeah.
no
Do what the
set
fuck I
rules to being
want.
an artist.
Yeah.
And like you guys, this is the formula that you guys have developed as of right now. You know what I mean? The I remember when Biggie was out. You might remember this, Crook, right? Like I remember when
Yeah,
Biggie was out. When he did Hot 97, when he was about to drop the second album before he died, like
yeah.
they asked him what he was talking about on the album, and he was like, "Oh, I'm talking about this, this, and that. I'm not talking." They were like, "You're not talking about all the things from like Ready to Die." And he's like, nah, I'm not talking about none of that shit because I ain't broke no more. You know what I mean? Like I'm talking
Exactly.
realistically. My
Yeah,
story change and every human story changes and develops as they grow. So like you guys' story is what it is right now, but that's not to say that it might not change 5 years down the line, 2 years
Exactly.
down the line. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
like
Like
in
it just
5 years when you're richer,
listen,
maybe you're
man.
on some different shit.
I'm sure.
yeah,
I'm sure.
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
I'm sure
Why you
that
think
we're gonna get this. We're gonna get there. We'll speak of
why
yeah,
this in a few years, and we'll be like, "Yo, you see."
right,
Let's
right.
think about it. They are just like I believe in that, man. I believe in that. I believe that when actions come, the commitment. It's impossible not to get some success. That's just my
Facts.
opinion.
Absolutely.
So I'm like,
sure.
we're here. We're here. Listen, we're here. So it's just that's for me. That's of a bigger accomplishment in itself. So, but there you go. I agree with everything you said. So it's been fun, man. It's been fun.
Word. Why don't you tell me, each of you, like your favorite memory from making this album?
Man. Oh,
Okay,
I know mine.
I
But go
got
ahead.
already. No, you could go. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So this was actually so the video to Love War.
Yeah, I got
We
that.
we might have the same story. So the
Yeah,
video
I
to
guess.
Love War, we had a
Yeah.
session. We did a splash in this session and Fatal. We did another song, but it's not on the album. So we do that and then we go shoot the video, right? We ran through 2 bottles of tequila. We fucked up. We it's a night, nigga. So we not ending it. We go to 207. And we go to 204. And we jump in some restaurant type shit. And they bring us downstairs to the basement or whatever. So it's 4 of us. My man left my man Moose. Shout out to Moose. That's the dude that's on Splash. He was with us. He fucking actually Moves is the dude they was gonna get Jesse to battle. That Debo was trying to get Jesse to battle. That's Moves. So
Word.
motherfucking I take
And
the nigga
Jesse,
to
for those who don't know, he's referencing my brother in Liddy Bros, Jesse Figueroa, Jess James
yes, sir.
Figueroa.
Yes,
And
sir.
Jess James Figueroa is got his own relationship with Debo and with Vague, both of which used to run a league that PAX battled at called King of the Ring.
There you go.
They now run Queen of the Ring. I'm not sure if they do together anymore or what, but the point is they reformed under Queen of the Ring, but they started King of the Ring, and Pac used to battle there. And
Yes, sir.
Jesse has his own relationship with both those gentlemen. So they said people were trying to set him up for a battle
with my friend,
with his people,
with the homie.
or
Yeah. So I walk him to the car to get his bag. He about to bounce, right? So I walk him to the car. We smoking, walking to the car. I walk back to the spot. I had to wait outside for like 10 minutes because there's a big ass line. They wasn't letting me in, but I'm like, yo, I was already in there, whatever. They end up letting me in. I go downstairs and this nigga is sitting at the table with Streets, just chilling, nothing, right? So I sit down, I'm hyped, ready to order another round. Niggas come to the table. This nigga Street said, yo, he lit a blunt. And I'm not paying no mind to what Street said. I'm like, whatever, nigga. I don't know what you talking about. There's no blunt there. I don't know what you're talking about. The security come, they surround the table, and them niggas was like, yo, you lit a blunt, and they pointing at me. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is these niggas talking about? You know what I'm saying? And these niggas like, and I'm like, all right, whatever. Yo, we out. I ain't even want no smoke. I'm like, yo, we was chilling. We out to the next spot. So I'm like, yo, we out. So we get upstairs, and this nigga gonna tell. I got the video on Facebook too. If anybody want to see, I can see this video. This nigga tells me that this nigga lit a blunt in the restaurant, smoked the blunt, started dancing, and motherfucking knocked over the hookah and started drinking other niggas' beers in the spot. Taking niggas' drinks. I wish I was there to see it, but if I was there, he probably would have lit the blunt. So I'm kind of happy I wasn't there. But that was my favorite. That was my favorite moment of doing this album. It was a celebration that night, and niggas was wilding. I got a video though. I want to see that video. I got the video. It's on Facebook, bro.
Jesus, man. I mean,
hey, Streets ain't shit. Wait, Streets ain't shit either, because Streets recorded the nigga light the blunt. Streets recorded him do all the bullshit. He ain't stop him.
In that one,
he ain't tell him nothing. Yo. He's like, yo, go ahead, and started recording the nigga.
Great body. What a great body.
It's probably because if I'm sitting there managing shit and I want to get the most bang for my everything, I'm gonna film that shit too. What are we talking about? Nobody ever tells us to go down these paths that we maybe end up on after too much drinking. Nobody told us to do that.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And if we choose to do that as grown adults, we then suffer the consequences when it's filmed. And recorded.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, I had a blast though. I had a blast, man. That's probably one of my best days, man. And it's like everything in one package, man. That's what it was, man. We did studio, video, just chilling with my boys, having a great time, man. We was in like 3 moons, man. But it was great.
It was like
niggas got a wow. Niggas got a wow a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And that was the wow. Right. That was the moment, the wild out moment, real quick.
I mean, it's just you got to be responsible almost like all your life and shit. So like one fucking moment of like acting foolish doesn't hurt sometimes. It's like fuck it, man. They don't know that. They don't know
and now
that.
We could
People
talk
don't know
about
that,
it.
But fuck it,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fuck it, man. I was like, yo, I had a blast. I don't regret it. Fuck you.
No reason to regret none of that.
Yeah,
Hell no.
I mean, we did our thing, man. We paid their money. We paid them for the service and everything. Then we ain't leaving that. We're out there looking like fools either.
Gave them extra bread for knocking over the hookah. All types of shit, bro.
They can't say shit. So regardless of that part, we had a good blast, man. It was fun.
Yeah.
Nah, I appreciate that. I mean, you need to have like real stories out there, because like, when you really think about what people connect to, it's that shit. Like, you want to hear about how you turn up, that you actually have experiences. So when you hear it on the record, and then you see a man's lighting a blunt in the club and going right, it's just like it adds this extra layer to it.
Holding that shit was a restaurant, bro.
I mean, I'm not saying that when I drink too much, I haven't had moments that were very stupid.
I mean, I ain't mad at him.
Listen, man.
Word.
If I was like, imagine if I was mad famous, right? What would I have done? Like if I was stupid famous,
Man,
they
You
would have
would have
not said
got
man.
in
shit. They
some
would have made. They would
tabloid
have,
shit. You would have been
they
all
would
over
have
the
excluded me.
Instagram. Blog
I would have
sites
been
would cover
famous.
you. Somehow you'd make
Right?
money off of that, to be
Yeah,
honest. If
pretty
you
much.
That's a fact. That's a whole
When they
fact.
don't owe me, they're like,
Hmm.
nah, you gotta get the hell out of here, man. They're about to send a mob on us.
Sent the
Yeah.
big 6'4" poppy, Dominican poppy nigga at us. Old head nigga. He was ready for
Listen.
work. He was ready to go. I'm
I
like, yo,
don't
we
know
gonna
why,
have
cause
to kill these
I was, my
niggas. We
mind was
gotta
gone
go,
already,
nigga.
bro. You didn't even have to fight much. I was gone.
Yeah, crazy.
That's amazing. But yeah. So that was the best memory. Do you have any
Yeah.
other
Word.
like moments that you think are like worth sharing?
From the album or just period?
Like your guys' like journey together.
Man, so
Um,
many.
I mean, I could say one that really that I could share that is a great moment, and that's when we were when we were younger, way younger, and I was homeless and stuff, and so one night he decided to sleep with me on the roof, and it was a summer night. And I that to me touched me. It was like, oh man, my nigga gonna, he could go to bed. He got a bed he could go to. But it was fun. We
Right.
talked, we chill,
Solidarity.
and yeah, and we just, so I could honestly say that's probably another moment that I could cherish.
Hold
That
and cherish. Yeah.
yeah, from us, our bonding together.
Yeah.
Word.
That was definitely a good that shit built our bond pretty much. I fucking moments I remember with Crook. So like he said, he was homeless, and I was home. Mom's wasn't home. You know what I'm saying? I didn't. Pops is dead, so I would just be outside. So I would be with this nigga, and this nigga would go into the supermarket, steal mad food for us to eat, and come out with it. You know what I'm saying? Like risking his freedom for me and him to eat. You know what I'm saying? So shit like that sticks with me. You feel me?
Hmm.
Word.
Yeah, it's a deep bond.
Yeah,
Um, we got another question from Lindell in the chat. Also, if you're watching this in the future, make sure to leave questions on the YouTube, etc., so that when we speak to them again in the future, we'll be able to ask those questions for you. But since you guys are from a Latin background, who's your go-to Latin singer if you have one?
I mean, I
I'm
like
the
Bad Bunny, but I like Nicky Jam. Uh, I like a new kid that he's called BPM. I'm not sure if you've heard of him. He's from Venezuela. So
That's dope.
Don Omar, Tego. So
Okay, word.
the old school rap.
Most of your list is Puerto Rican, but you got that Venezuelan
I
in there.
mean, I'm not
Shouts to
trying to be
Venezuela.
racist.
Nah,
Yeah,
nah,
they're
that's
not gonna
not
be
even.
thinking of it.
Nah, you taking
It's
it. You
just
taking it like that. That's not even. Listen, there's nobody else, right? White people don't give a fuck. White people will sit there and look me square in my face. I've had this happen before, and then be like, like my favorite rapper is Eminem. My favorite singer is Justin Timberlake. My favorite basketball player is Karolinko. My favorite baseball player, you know what I mean? And it just keeps going. And you like, did you just name nothing but fucking white dudes for everything? And it's
yeah,
just
pretty
like
much.
they don't feel any type of bad. You know what I mean?
No,
So
you're
like
right.
you shouldn't feel bad about like, and
I mean, you're
again,
right.
and then again, right in the middle of this list that's mostly Puerto Rican, you had a Venezuelan in there. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's
I
that's
mean,
still dope.
fire.
I mean, that I listen to. I'm sure there's a lot more, but nothing in particular that I could name. But I'm sure there's new kids now. I follow the vibe with the music too, so I like to see what they're all about. And what who got the flow, who don't. It's like that, man. But in today's age, it's just that there's a lot of kids with flow, lot, but it's just no music. A lot of them
Word.
don't have songs. They're just Instagram rapping. So it's cool,
Yeah.
but to what extent can you go with that? So
Yeah, they're
that's
not
one of the
What
for
about
reasons
they're
why
not
that's
formatting. They're not
what
yeah.
formatting
about
this
you,
shit.
What about you,
I,
Pax?
I'm
Who's
more
your
I'm
some?
more like so I'm more old school with it. I'm listening like if I'm listening to any Spanish, Stego and Don Omar and Osuna, motherfucking PD Crack, shit like that. Big Pun. You know what I'm saying?
Word. You you
Uh
were you were you were counting more like the Latin singers that sing in English, that rap and sing
yeah,
in
that
English.
Yeah,
yeah. I fuck with Bad Bunny too. He fire. He like
Word, word.
The Drake of, you know what I'm saying? So
pretty
yeah.
Yeah,
much,
for sure,
pretty much.
for
But
sure.
I mean, you know, we got to mix.
It
That's why I think our music is kind of like that. It's like that a mixture of all of these artists into all of what we do. Because in a way, they influence us. So when we sing in a track or you melodize in something, or things of that nature, or old school way, or approaching in a hardcore way, we already have a mindset and a blueprint already from what we've heard prior. So kind of helps us out as well.
Right.
Sure.
so what do you guys got planned for the near future, right? Like what we got, matter of fact, one more time, we got this performance that you guys are going to be doing at Boricua Bash, which will be at Sugar Mouse, located on 43rd, 43rd, 43, 47 3rd Avenue, 47 3rd Avenue, New York, New York, Sugar Mouse on June the 6th, Friday, right? 8 p.m. You guys are going to be performing there. But like, what else do you guys have planned for the near future? Like, you're dropping this album. This album's coming out. People are gonna see this interview. They heard that album, right? They know that you're gonna be performing on June 6th. What else do you got cooked up? Or you guys got like some music videos that y'all got planned to shoot
That's
in support of this album? What?
Yeah. I mean, we have.
That's
Did we end up putting Superstar on that album?
superstars on the album.
Okay, so I think
Yeah.
one of our things is I
It's
think one of our focus is going to be Lotus and Superstar for the next two videos, and
Word.
from there we're gonna go see. So
we got
that'll
we still got music we ain't put on the album. Like the Bodie's Locos. We didn't even
Right.
put we got a
Well, these
remix to
locals is a song that we recorded, that you guys recorded, that you let me hear, that you guys are gonna get me and Jess on. So it'll be the first Bori Boys, Liddy Bros collaboration.
right.
Um, but you're saying that neither the original version that you let us hear, nor obviously the version that we do, it can't be on it because it's only halfway done. I haven't
Right.
laid down my verse to it. So
Exactly.
so it can't be that, but you're saying the original version is also not on this album?
No. So we didn't put that
Word.
there. We got
How,
a remix coming to Stressing. One of my homies, he's getting on it. We got a couple other songs. We tried to put a song on there. We had a copyright issue, but we're gonna get that straightened out. We're gonna put that out. We're leaning more towards YouTube these next couple of drops. So we still gonna push shit out, but it's gonna be more YouTube, and we're still gonna push shit on the streaming platforms because we still got music that we could put on there. So we don't know exactly when, but it's coming. All that's
So
gonna come.
So outside of dropping new music, like as far as performances go and other types of stuff, what else do you have coming in the pipeline? Or if nothing, what would you like to see coming for you to like visualize that into reality?
Yeah.
I could say for us, well, actually to have a bigger influence. So obviously to get some of our songs be more, in the streaming of, currently more, and being able to travel, and get to perform in like other places and stuff, in Latin America, Africa, and those type of places for me, Japan, So I'm in hopes that this could be that next level, and I promise you that there will be new music, and each track is gonna get better and more versatile.
word.
I'm gonna add to what he's saying. Like us making merch and all that other shit that comes with like going on tours and fucking going to cities and performing and shit like that. I look forward to seeing those kind of things. Your face on a t-shirt that you didn't even make, you know what I'm saying? People fucking
Right.
putting a tat of your like tattooing your face. I've seen sick shit. So, you know, I look forward to that, like shit like that.
Yeah. I
That'd be
mean,
dope.
World.
And what's the best way for people to follow you?
Instagram.
Yeah.
This nigga got so Crook got a fucking tell him your Instagram.
It's kind of long. It's I don't know. Dash J Crooks, right? Dash Bori Boy
underscore
J Crooks _ Bori Boys. I think that's it.
Is it?
Right?
Hold on, but do you have one
But
underscore?
I think 2 underscores. You see, that's why it's so confusing.
You gotta change your name, bro.
I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna make it very short.
Crook Bori, bro.
PR.
This nigga is crazy.
PR doesn't exist. That the island of Puerto Rico must have that shit copywritten already. They're like,
I'm pretty
first.
sure.
What?
I'm pretty sure. I try something, right? Let's see.
The government of Puerto Rico is like, hey, yo, chill. You encroaching on our copyright right now.
You got to owe us money and stuff.
J Crook Bori Boys would be it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't need no underscores.
I'm gonna take
underscore
the
make it
out.
longer.
Yeah.
Well,
but it makes it more detailed too. It makes more emphasis, right? Gotta work to get
spell it out for them.
Wow.
Spell your name out.
Underscore
IG name.
JCROOKS _ Bori Boys BORIBOYS _
Word.
Let's go.
Word. And you Pax?
Mine's is Pax Bori, PAXBORI.
And is there like a Bori Boys group Insta?
No, we need to do that though. We've been talking about that. Making
that's all like little ideas that we'll get there in the future. You know, there's a little golden nuggets you give it.
Now we got to do it because he asked for it. So
all right.
That's a thing that has to be done.
Now we got to work.
Right.
Wow.
That's where y'all be promoting the group stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure.
Right. Besides the personal IG, that's how we do with Liddy Bros. You know what I mean? Right. Everybody got their own pages, but then Liddy Bro Business goes on Liddy Bro's page. You know, officially and whatnot. Right.
Golden nuggets.
So the new album, Bori Boys, BORIBOYS space BOYS, right? The album, Bori Campaign, BORI Campaign, like, you know, like
with an S.
national campaigns.
No,
Bodies.
Bodies.
Oh, Bodies. Word. Bodies. Bodies campaign. Bori BORIS.
Yes, sir.
Campaign. And they can find it on everything: Spotify, Tidal,
whatever
Apple
you fuck with, YouTube
Music, everything.
Yes, sir.
Deezer. I'll be looking at those like other streaming platforms. And I'll be like, where are they streaming on these? And then you look it up, and it's like, oh, this is like what they use in India, and this is what they use in like Australia, and this is what they use.
Really, I didn't know that.
Go Duncan.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's all
because in other countries they use other shit. It's just like, what you do?
No, that's for real.
I would think that you would be on Spotify, same as us. And they're like,
facts.
Nah,
it's just probably cheaper.
Well, it's not even. Just, it's not even
they
just
have
cheaper.
different.
It's just they do different shit. Like people use Snapchat wild different in Europe. Like that locations feature that everyone sketched out about over here. That's a huge part of socializing and music marketing and shit in Europe. Like if you're not active on Snapchat over there, it's like saying you're not on TikTok over here.
Wow.
So it's like every part of the world be doing shit wild how it does based off of some people got computers more, some people got phones more. So it's like that's why if you see a plug somewhere, some signal like this culture fucks with your shit, start making ads in their language. Fuck it.
Oh,
Okay.
whoa.
Like that
I
type
got
of
it now.
shit, because the whole world is big, and honestly, who cares who likes it if they like it?
Right.
That's a
think
fact.
that.
Yeah, I don't care.
Big facts. I always tell people, you know what I mean? Like whenever like I've given advice to like young people who are like, you know, looking for love or some shit like that. I'm like, yo, love who love you. Stop chasing waterfalls. Don't go chasing waterfalls. You know what I mean?
Word.
Like
Yeah,
Word.
TLC, man.
motherfuckers get too caught up with like chasing something that you imagine, and it's like there's this shit right here though. You know what I
Niggas
mean?
that really
So it's
fuck with
like,
you. Yeah.
yeah, it's like, yo, if the people who really fuck with you are is fucking these people over here, and then these people over here, and those people over there happen to be in fucking Japan, then it's like, okay, well, I guess I have a sudden affinity for Japanese culture. You know what I
You
mean?
know, I
And
got
like,
you.
Pretty
word,
much.
I suddenly
You
fuck
know,
with
yeah.
Japanese people more than I did yesterday. And I
You
didn't even
know,
have nothing against them yesterday, but today I got something for them,
I
which is
got
a
a
lot of
crazy
Facts.
love
interest.
because you bumping my shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Exactly.
You bumping
Yeah.
my shit? You got great taste. How about that?
Yeah, exactly. These niggas arguing with niggas who's hating on them. Keep hating, nigga.
Right,
Niggas talking
Oh
shit
yeah.
through the.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Don't get that
right.
energy there. Give it to
So,
the people who fucking with you.
so Bori's campaign, out on all streaming platforms. You be performing at Boricua Bash on Friday, June 6th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, at Sugar Mouse on 47 3rd Avenue, New York, New York, right? Then
Yes, sir.
also, you guys got a video coming soon for people for Lotus and Superstar, right?
Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Yeah,
sounds
bro.
like a busy time for people. They got this interview to check out. They got the album to check out. They got the music videos to check out. They got the live performance they know about to check out. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Sounds like y'all
Yes, sir.
cooking. I hope
We
y'all keep
trying. We
on
trying.
cooking. You know what I'm saying? I think Bori Boy the dope as fuck. I think that is necessary. I think your voices are appreciated, and I'm pretty sure other people feel the same. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Thank
Thank
you.
you, bro.
Yeah.
Word.
You have
word.
any like final like things you'd like to leave to the people before before we end this?
Just keep on the lookout for us. We coming. We ain't gonna stop.
Yeah.
Motherfucking there's some different things we're gonna do on Instagram too. So just keep
Yeah.
watching, bro. That's
Yeah,
all.
definitely. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun and we're gonna keep going. We're gonna get more live, man. That's it. That's it. Summertime is gonna show how fire we are. That's all I gotta
Facts.
say.
I appreciate you so
Word.
much for taking the time to come through with us today. It means a lot. Honestly, this was really fun. It's like I don't know. I didn't realize how much I missed it until we started talking about it. And I'm like, this is like something we gotta do more of. But yeah,
All
so
right.
like we appreciate you coming through and just sharing with us your origin story and how the Bori Boys came to be. We look forward to seeing what you do next, and we encourage everybody watching this to check them out and watch for them, follow it. This is like one of those, you have a chance to know them before their famous moments, and you can ask them questions and be those day ones, and then brag to your friends in the future when they're doing all these crazy features with all these people, and you're like, I knew them back in the day. You can be that person today is what I'm trying to say. Yeah,
Yes,
so
sir.
thanks.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
y'all.
Thank you.
Thank
We
y'all for
appreciate
having
you guys
us.
for letting
For
us. Yes,
sure.
yes. Much love,
Word.
much love. Body boy.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
that. And yo, we'll be back next Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I believe, with another interview. I could not tell you who that is right now. Maybe Flacco can tell us.
And
I
hold
cannot
on, I'm
tell
looking
you. I
forward
gotta
to
work
that
it out.
too. Cause you know what I'm saying? You said you got the itch back, you had fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing y'all do this shit again with
All
other
right,
people.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Start
saying?
that flame up again, baby.
Yo, everybody out
Word.
there, make sure, everybody out there who does care like that, you guys have to make sure to share it with people. It's like,
Share it.
it's, your
Right.
word is more powerful than ours. We can be like, yo, we're doing something cool, But that's the same thing as rappers tagging people and everything else. We need you, the fine people watching this and supporting it, to low-key do that work for us, because your social validation counts more than us talking about ourselves.
Definitely.
But yeah, so appreciate everyone, and we really will be back with the interviews. We'll figure out ways to do them in person as well as the Zoom calls in the meantime. And if you have any suggestions for recommendations, things that you think would make it better and more engaging for you, let us know, and we'll think about it. No promises, but we'll always think about it. Thank you so much again, everybody. Appreciate y'all watching. All the links and stuff will be in the description of the video. And live long and prosper, everyone.
Yes.
Gang, you already